Today's passage on our Advent calendar is Romans 8, verses 18 and 19. And it says, I'm convinced that any suffering we endure is less than nothing compared to the magnitude of glory that is about to be unveiled within us. The entire universe is standing on tiptoes, yearning to see the unveiling of God's glorious sons and daughters. Have you ever waited for someone to arrive, standing on tiptoes to see if they're coming down the road? I remember doing this when the Queen visited Marple when I was a small child. I was trying to peek up the road for the car to come, everybody very excited around me. For a 4-year-old, it was a long wait, and I'm sure I would have been moaning and groaning. And then when she did arrive, it wasn't really that exciting. She went past so quickly, and I felt it was a long wait and a disappointed outcome for a 4-year-old. We have also been waiting in lockdown for twin grandchildren to arrive, and the time waiting to meet them has at times been quite difficult with the current situations and restrictions, but we wait in anticipation. Here in our passage, Paul discusses living as a Christian through the suffering that comes with life on this earth. And Paul knows that we live in a broken world, but his perspective is that our present sufferings are not even worth holding up in comparison with the glories that will be revealed in us. We might be tempted to hear that Paul's glossing over the enormous pain, the physical and the emotion that comes from human existence, but he isn't. Instead, Paul is elevating the much more glorious glory to come. Paul understood pain very deeply, and yet he says that all that suffering cannot compare to the glories that will be revealed at some time in the future to believers as God's heirs with Christ. Truly, those endless glories must be incomprehensibly wonderful. I can't even say it. Incomprehensibly wonderful. And without Christ, we could never participate in God's glory. But in Christ, as God's fully adopted heirs, we will fully experience his glory forever, as it says in Romans 6. This verse does not minimise the pain we experience. It simply puts it into an eternal perspective. We see in the Passion Translation that the entire universe is standing on tiptoe. The anticipation of the glory being revealed in God's sons and daughters. His glorious sons and daughters. And we groan along with creation as we wait for the Father to complete the redemption of our bodies so that we can be with him. But while we wait, we trust that God uses every circumstance in our lives for his purpose, and that he has chosen us long ago to be his children. We wait for Jesus to come again, to perfect God's glory in us, and we wait with intense anticipation.